Hey guys, this is the Stupendous Wave here with a video today, and in this one I'm going to be talking about why Godzilla 2018 is going to be awesome. And real quick, there's this really awesome YouTube video that I think a lot of you guys would like. It's about the Indominus Rex. It's by Biocoder channel, and he just basically talks about the biology of the Indominus Rex, and he has other stuff, and I believe he is planning a part 4 of a series that he calls Everything You Need to Know About the Indominus Rex, or Everything We Know About Indominus Rex. And I really enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to get really in depth with the Indominus Rex, I really recommend you check it out. So the link to his channel is in the description. It's really amazing. And one more thing before we get started, if you guys would like to be in a video with me anytime, go ahead and stay tuned till the end of the initial discussion to find out how. So anyway, why is Godzilla 2018 going to be awesome? Now for me, Godzilla 2014 was a really good movie. It had some problems, but it's still a really good movie in my opinion. I believe the beginning is really great, and the ending is spectacular with Godzilla fighting the Mutos, or the Mutos, whichever way you want to call it. But in the middle, I feel like it kind of got lost slightly. It regained its ground, definitely, but it kind of it got a little shaky there at the end. And here's the thing, Gareth Edwards, I believe that he is going to listen to the fans. The fans have screamed for more Godzilla, so that is one of the big reasons I'm excited for 2018 is more Godzilla, is what I'm assuming, because Gareth Edwards, I really think that after he does the Star Wars spin-off movie and after doing this Godzilla 2014, he's really going to know what the fans want, and we've told him exactly what we want. We said, hey, it's a good movie, but we really would have liked to see more Godzilla, and I think that he's one of the directors that is really going to listen to us, and I think that that's absolutely fantastic, because seeing more Godzilla is what we all want. And the first movie is great. It's, in my opinion, the perfect setup movie, because that's really what it feels like when you're watching it. It feels like a setup for a really great movie, and that's what I think Godzilla 2018 is going to be. Now, another thing is we get monsters that we know. We get monsters that we're attached to before. If you guys remember the first time you saw Godzilla 2014 in the theaters, when he stepped in there in the airport scene, you had that nostalgia just remembering watching all the older Godzilla movies where he was there and the big hero, and we finally get to see his new updated version. That's going to happen again. We're going to get to see the updated version of Mothra, Rodan, and Ghidorah, and we're going to have that nostalgia again, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Now, we're not sure which monsters will be in the sequel. I'm going to speculate about that in a later video, but nonetheless, we will get that really nostalgia feeling, knowing, having prior connections to these new kaiju that are being introduced in the movie. So that's something I'm really excited for. Also, it's going to be awesome to see Godzilla fight these new kaiju, or possibly team up with these new kaiju in a very updated manner. The effects are going to be better. Now, I'm not saying the effects in 2014 were bad, because they were some of the best effects I've ever seen in a movie. Godzilla looked fantastic. The Mutos looked fantastic. I'm just saying that in 4 years, the effects are going to look even better. I also believe that we're going to have a different main character, because, of course, a lot of people have said that they didn't really like Ford Brody that much. And you know what? I didn't mind Ford Brody. I thought Aaron Taylor Johnson did a pretty good job with the role. Of course, he's military, but I think that now we're going to get a better, more likable main character. And even if it is Ford Brody again, we still have a prior connection with that character, which means that we're a little bit attached to him. We know he has a family. We know he has a kid. So that's really great. We have prior connections with the characters. Ken Watanabe, we have prior connections with him. He was really great in the movie. And another thing is, now the military, they're probably going to have a slightly easier time dealing with these new kaiju, because they know that they're around. That's something else. Now, we're not sure when the movie is going to be set exactly, or how long after the events of the first movie it will be set, But now that the existence of these giant monsters is out there, it's going to be extremely interesting to find out how people have been dealing with this information, what precautions the military has started taking, and how are they going to fight or not fight the new kaiju that will arise. And my final point, and I'm sure there's a million other things why Godzilla 2018 is going to be absolutely spectacular, but just for this last one, I'm going to say King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra. Now, these three kaiju, arguably the most popular kaiju in the Godzilla franchise, it's going to be amazing to see them. Seeing King Ghidorah on screen is going to be fantastic. I have all the faith in the world that these monsters are going to look spectacular, because the Mutos look spectacular, Godzilla looks spectacular. So now that we have our main kaiju setup, I don't want to call him a hero, it's time to start building up the villain and the allies. Now, I'm not sure who exactly the villain is or the allies, but I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that King Ghidorah is not going to be an ally. As for Mothra and Rodan, they could be allies, and they could be villains. They could be villains at first and then allies. But I really think it's going to be awesome to build up this new big threat that's coming out in Godzilla 2018, and that the world is actually so small because there are these giant kaiju out there that have been alive for practically millions of years, and now they're just resurfacing because of the events of the Muto waking up and Godzilla waking up or coming to the surface, and now these others are coming, and I think it's absolutely going to be spectacular. So anyway, now that we've had our initial discussion on that, if you guys are interested in being in a podcast with me or a discussion, please contact me on Skype. It's at Stupendous Wave. Now, for those of you that are still on my contact list on Skype that haven't been in a podcast yet, you're still going to get a chance to get into one. It's just taking a little bit more time than was initially anticipated. But for you new people that would like to talk Jurassic World or Godzilla or Star Wars, that would be really great. It's at Stupendous Wave. I'll put a little caption there so you know how to spell it. Again, it's on Skype, and I really hope to talk to a lot of you guys there. If you're interested, please leave it in the comments and then contact me on Skype. And on Skype, if you could please just write, hey, I'm interested in being in a podcast / discussion with you. Please get back to me. And that will be just great. I really want to build up this channel and get a lot of people involved and make it feel like everyone's channel. So that's really my goal. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and have a great day.